Welcome back to Bourbon and Ash. This week, we're gonna welcome in football season.
That's right.
Oh,
NFL is here, and obviously the Chiefs won last week. They're 1-0. Excited
right, yeah.
for this next weekend. Maybe they're gonna pull off another victory and be 2-0. We can always hope.
it was a close game.
Last week was a nail biter.
By
They won by big toenail.
Toenail.
Yeah.
Close game.
It was.
No, so obviously we're all wearing a little bit of the home flavor, the jerseys.
That's right.
For the Kansas City Chiefs. We are going to talk about an old distillery down in Bardstown or near Bardstown, Kentucky. More when we come back. Oldest distillery, second oldest distillery, located in Bardstown, Kentucky, 1792. Bardstown Distillery is actually the name of it. It is owned by Sazerac, which we all know is also the parent company of Buffalo Trace. Real quick question, not to throw anybody off their game, no pun intended. 1792, where did that name come from?
Are you asking me or are you asking her?
You have the ball.
You have the ball. Oh, no.
So, 1792.
Where they come up with that name?
I have no idea.
Obviously, it's on
It's all over their bottle.
Their bottle.
Yes.
The famous 1792 has got to account from something. I won't keep you in suspense. So actually, it was, and when I first heard of it, I was thinking like, well, obviously, the distillery was probably founded in 1792.
That's
or
right.
the owner
You would think.
was born in 1792.
Sure.
No, that's not correct. Has nothing to do with the distillery. It is actually named, and they started that company based on the year that the state of Kentucky became a state in the Union.
Nice.
And that's where they came up with the name of the distillery. So just a little
it's
exciting side
Yeah, it is.
fun
I didn't know
fact. Yeah, well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
Can we drink yet?
Oh, what we have here is, according to last episode's famous whiskey wheel, was the 1792. And we decided to go with the small batch, specifically because it's readily available.
Right.
We had a couple alternatives that we could have done with the full proof and the weeded. Well, they got it's like
They have a
6 or
12-year.
7.
Yeah, they have a bunch of them.
year.
Yeah.
But anyway, we decided to go with
the
what's
small
readily
batch.
available.
Yeah.
Beautiful looking bottle. I mean, it's gorgeous.
It is.
It is.
Bottle aesthetically pleasing, real nice, darker amber color.
Amber color, absolutely. And the gold with the it almost looks like a black background on there. It's very cool.
Looks
looking.
very royal.
It
Yeah.
does. And with its little wood cork stopper.
What's the MSRP in today's market for this small batch? I think we paid like around $39.99. Yeah, so
$40.
$40.
Yep.
Very
I
reasonable.
think it's very reasonable. Again,
In today's market, it's
yeah,
great
I
value.
don't know anything about the mash bill. They keep all that hush hush.
It is a, yes.
Yeah, I know that it's around 94 proof. I think 93.7 if we're going to be exact. It's on the lower end. I'm interested to try some of the flavors. I know you're supposed to get a little bit of ethanol according to some research. It's been a while since I've had it, so I can't recall off the top of my head what that was. We'll be able to tell you here
Yes.
in a
Let's
second.
do it. Yeah. And age statement, 8.
So there is no age statement on it. Along with the mash bill, we're thinking that they're a minimum of 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
I don't know if we're getting up into the 8 years on the small batch. So I'm wondering if it's just the Sazerac company
Doesn't like to disclose.
that doesn't want to disclose
Yeah.
the information.
Well, these guys don't even let you come in and tour their distillery.
and that's a little disappointing. So they're not on the
I
Bourbon
think
Trail.
we swung in to try and to go see it, and they're like, no.
no.
Yeah,
They shipped us out.
So we
Yeah.
went there, and there was a guard there at the shack, and he was like,
What are you guys, doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do tours.
We were like, we looked like idiots showing up at a distillery in Kentucky. But yeah, they unfortunately were not
You
open
would think
to the
we're not
public.
the only ones that drive in there.
You would think so, yeah.
But he sure seemed like we were the only
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Oh, it smells so fruity.
It does.
It is.
Like
With
pear.
and vanilla mixed
Yes.
in. But it's almost like a real
It's very soft.
Yeah.
It's a very
It's
soft.
faint.
It's a very soft. I mean, you
I
could
smell
pick up some of the.
Yes.
Yes.
Smell alcohol.
But I
It's
could
not
pick up
that-
some of the sweetness, some of the caramel, some of
Definitely
the
the
little vanilla.
sweetness.
But it is almost like he said, faint. I felt it was a little soft. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
It's not overwhelming.
very.
You don't have that
Potent.
heavy oak smell like a lot of them do.
Yeah, no, it's a faint on the vanilla and the rye spice, and I do get just on the back of my nostrils the ethanol. No, it looks
Oh, girl.
fantastic. Everybody, all of our followers, we
Yes, everybody
appreciate
joining
you
us.
guys watching and subscribing to our channel. So this is to your health.
Para Dios, tus amigos y tu familia.
So
Salud.
good.
Salud.
It's spicy.
It's a little
Yeah.
stronger than the smell.
It is a lot stronger than the
A lot
smell.
more flavors in there than I was.
That's-
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
got that Kentucky
Yeah,
hug,
that was
It does,
warm.
and it's a lingering hug.
right?
That was warm. That surprised me.
You said this was 93.
93 proof,
93.7,
right?
Yeah.
But
It
don't
doesn't-
drink like no
doesn't
93,
drink like
right?
it at
Yeah.
all.
So it's marketed as a high rye, upwards of 15 to 25%.
Yes.
Again, we don't know the exact, but that's what
It's
people are.
definitely, that's what I was going to say. So they have a wheated, which tells me again, it's going to be, it's not in their portfolio or in their mash build. So I was thinking how much rye and how much malted, barley, or how much, it definitely has a high
High rye.
very high.
Probably the minimal amount of corn, which is what, 50?
51.
51.
51.
51.
Yeah,
And
it's
then the
probably
rest is-
running. Yeah,
The rest is-
and a lot of
is
it is rye. Which, with a lot of the people that I meet, that I talk to, I've had a lot of people who they're not really into the small batch 1792. They do like some of their other expressions. However, this one, it's a particular individual who will go for it, and that explains a lot, because we've talked about the rye, we talked about that Knob Creek X rye. This is this is not even anything close to the last one we did.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. It definitely is a lot stronger on the flavors and the mouthfeel. That Kentucky hug was long.
It's
it was
lingering.
It was lingering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rye on that was first and foremost. Again,
It's got the
the
spice.
the sense, the smell was a little bit on the faint, so it was a nice surprise to actually get a little bit more of that spice on the tongue, and then even on the finish, it drew in a little bit more of that vanilla and that cinnamon and the black pepper.
Oh, yes.
And that Kentucky hug all the way down the bottom. So
I
quite,
agree.
Quite surprising. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Again, there's many options to choose from with this distillery for the price, $40.
Yeah, for $40, I think it's great.
94 proof. It's well worth the price.
And I think it would probably hold up really well in a mixed
In
drink
mixed
as well.
drink.
Yeah, that rye I think would hold up really well.
I'm going to lead off with the B&A. I'm going to say it's 8.5 for me. It's an 8.5. It's good.
Okay. Well, I think I'll be a little bit lower. Not much. 8.5. I think I will say for the price and for the taste, I'll be at probably an 8.
Well, the strongest taste I get is the ethanol. They were not wrong. That is the first thing I've tasted, and then you get the nice hug going down.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed it more if it had a better nose on it. That's probably one of my favorite things, is you open up a good bottle of bourbon and you can just smell
it.
that it's
It
a
is.
good bottle.
It's
of
very,
bourbon.
yeah.
And I really don't care for the ethanol taste. I like the bourbons that mask that and have like the flavors. It can be spice, it can be sweet, but I don't want to taste that. So this is not one of my favorites. I'm going to go with a 6 on it. I don't think I will ever just sip this by itself again.
Right.
I have to agree with you, Nicole, because as much as I like ryes, it's the ethanol that gets me. It's very strong. You don't smell it when you on the nose at all, but it is got a very
is potent.
ethanol. Yeah.
It is potent. Yes.
And that flavor overpowers the other flavors, for me.
Absolutely.
And I do like rye a lot, but I'll give it a 7.5. I mean, I think the presentation is great. The color is great. I think it would be an amazing mixer. And the price. Who could beat the price?
It's nice.
That's the
Very
other thing.
true.
Yeah.
So,
That is true.
I think that for the value and again for the rye and the flavor, you're right. The nose is disappointing.
It is.
We've
It
had
is.
much better, but again, I'm going back to the price and for a starter bourbon,
Yeah.
I think this would be really meet well with the audience who maybe is a little bit skeptical of maybe being in that rye category.
Yeah.
or if
Yeah.
you just want to buy something for mixed drinks and you
Right.
don't want to
Right.
spend
Bucket
money
loads,
on
yeah.
a really more expensive one.
right.
This is a great one. I think probably
It is.
hold up really well.
It would.
Yeah, I agree. Well, there you guys have it. Our review for the 1792 small batch. Again, don't take our word for it. Go buy it. Try it for yourself. Remember to hit that like and that subscribe, and leave comments and let us know what you think about it. Is there another option that maybe that's right around the same value that tastes better than this? You know, we'll be happy to review it. Otherwise, I think we'll move on to the whiskey wheel and see what
Let's see what we got in
have
store.
for
All right.
for next week.
Before
So-
we do the whiskey
Oh.
well, we got to toast the Chiefs, right?
Oh well,
yeah.
oh yeah,
Let's
sure.
Toast
yeah,
the
yeah.
Chiefs
All
and
right.
say to another Super Bowl.
To another Super Bowl
Three-peat.
Three-peat.
That's right.
There you go.
Cheers.
Supposed to shoot it.
Oh, shoot
Not
it.
gonna happen.
You shot yours.
I did.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, here we go. Whiskey wheel. What did we have in store?
Bless you.
Jefferson's Wheated.
Ooh.
So this is an allocated bottle that just happened. I just did a short on it. Check. I'll leave a link here at the top. You can review that short. Fascinating
Yeah.
to try
I
it.
love Jefferson.
Yeah,
so I'm
it's-
excited.
It's
Yeah.
they're wheated mash bill, so we'll see what that has in store for us.
Nice.
Interesting. All right. Well, for all of us, appreciate you guys tuning in, and as always, please drink responsibly.
responsibly.
Drink responsibly.